Welcome to the birthplace of college football, the campus of Rutgers University in Piscataway, New Jersey, where the game will be a little more technical, but no less intense than that showdown with Princeton in 1869. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down for the offense. Give to the back. At the 35, he's loose. The expressway is wide open. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there, make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
And the Scarlet Knights moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yet, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
And here comes the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. It is good! And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy with that.
And the returner is stopped. Offense set on first down. Snags a quick pass on the left. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They ran it on first down, now on second. From the gun, the running back has it. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
They'll ride the hot hand. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all this stem. The defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Another incompletion on third down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Right down the middle. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Let's see what they've got on second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now the play fake. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds. You can live to play another day here on this drive.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. They'll run it to the right side. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. Using the quick game. Tackled, but he has a first down. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. From the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Pressure coming. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Just about set to kick it away. Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
You just want to find a way to affect the QB, and the defense does a great job getting to the quarterback, hitting him as he throws the football. Not only does it make that throw bad, in the future now, the quarterback's taking a few hits. It makes him a little bit more unsure of himself.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the...
Oh, look out! He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tulane! A great catch and run for 6.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Toledo put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Rockets had 0 issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. They didn't handle the rigors of a Big Ten schedule very well a season ago, and hoping that they've learned some lessons they can use this year.
I think the coaching staff also thinks, Reese, that they're a more mature team. They have better leadership in the locker room, and David, they're hoping that that's going to show up week in, week out in what's going to be a brutal Big Ten schedule.
Brutal, and listen, you're hoping also they got something in their neck, right? Like, you're hoping they want some payback, right? Because that should have left a really bad taste in your mouth a year ago, and you should be ready to get that out, and you should be ready to extract some revenge. So let's see if this team comes out with a chip on their shoulder.
Back to the air one more time. Complete to the left. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
It's just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route. And the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
Didn't find much running room on first down. 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Feeling some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Tulane right back to the line.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
Right, absolutely. Slide. Don't take the extra punishment. Just give up on the play.
Unloads to the right. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Oh, what a cut. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Fires the pass. Intercepted. The 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Green Wave. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
This time on target. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the...
He lets it fly. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Scarlet Knights will kick it off to start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll go right back to him. Keeps the legs moving. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. At midfield, he's got room. And he breaks into the open. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game.
Get set, gorilla!
Wants to pass. Trying to get to him. And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside. They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside kick here in the third. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The offense set for a first down play. The give to the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
The coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On the run, it's Hughes. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal for this offense. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Green Wave! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Scarlet Knights want to move quickly. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the pass is intercepted.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2 is quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Coming after it. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And come on now, O-line. You've got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
28, Rutgers, 16.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. Got a wide open receiver. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. He'll set up to throw. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Benjamin. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Unloads quickly. At the 15, he's loose. And he was loose and in the open field and on
He's so
his
janky
way.
for putting a linebacker at receiver, bro. I'm not gonna hold it to. This is my team.
Right
I know that.
now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tulane. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Texas State went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Bobcats. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's open on the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
And he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle on guys.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The Scarlet Knights want to pick up the tempo. Looking to go up top on first down. The throw. The freshman just a little too much on that one.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Running with power. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down.
And that's good enough for first down.
He wants to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
The aerial assault continues. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
This is a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
That's a first down for the offense.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Dances away from the heat. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Greenway. And the route is on. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
42, Rutgers, 16.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, listen.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. They're bringing heat. Looking to scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Tulane right back to the line. This defense will try to keep everything in front. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it shows.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.